the quick answer. If you have clog prone skin, yes. And if you have hyperpigmentation and dark spots and you need to brighten your skin and even out your skin tone, go buy both of these. This point blank, go get them. If you're like me and need the pros and cons, the transformation pictures and videos, the exact routine that I've been using, keep watching because I have to put you guys on. I did first impression reviews for both of these products. I suggest you watch that first, of course, and then watch this update. This is the Numbuzin number 5 Vitamin-Niacinamide Concentrated Pad, and this is the HaruHaru Wonder Black Rice Moisture Deep Cleansing Oil, unscented to be exact. This is how my skin was looking before, right here. Cause do you see this? If you're not new here, you know I'm a picker and popper, so I definitely cause more issues in this area right here. It's my problem area, so as usual. But this, look at how much better that looks over here. Better, but also overall skin so much smoother and brighter. Hey baby loves, welcome back to the Fiesta. If you're new here, my name is Keishana Dupuy, and if you're not, you're loyal. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell down below if you're interested in seeing weekly hair or skin product reviews, tip tricks, and advice every Sunday. Even through all of the irritation I was still causing, the improvement is extremely noticeable and clear as day. Overall, you can see the brightness, right? I want to start with the pros and cons of the cleansing oil because I've been using it consistently only 2 weeks compared to the full month using this. Pros and cons using the cleansing oil. Big pro, it is unscented. Another big pro, a little goes a very long way. I am heavy-handed with my products. You do not need to be with this. Literally, it spreads very easily. It gets the job done. You do not need to overdo it. It's a thicker oil, but it doesn't irritate the skin. I actually thought that in the long run, this was going to be bad for the skin. I was just like, it's thicker. It's gonna clog. No, no. I haven't been dealing with any clogged pores. I was dealing a lot with the closed comedones, and that's what was giving me more dark spots because I kept squeezing them. Yes, I'm getting pimples, right? And I'm picking at them, and that's causing these dark spots. But the actual clogged pores, that's not the case anymore. So I do think that has something to do with this toner pads as well. But in terms of cleansing oil and taking my time with this step made a huge difference. Day to day, I work from home, so I'm really only using sunscreen every day, but it's waterproof sunscreen, which is the hardest to actually break the cast and get off your skin after a long day. This has no issues doing so. And when I follow up with my cleanser, my face is very clean, so soft and smooth. It's able to genuinely help cleanse your skin without stripping or irritating. I don't know what they did, but something about this black rice must be helping keep the skin super smooth, and I really appreciate it. So throughout the month, I use this off and on, but in the past 2 weeks, I've used this every single night. Another pro, it doesn't sting the eyes at all. I'm very lazy with the cleansing oils and balms. I just want to be able to just rub it all over, especially if I'm not big on makeup. But if I put it on, I want something that's gonna get the job done. It's able to do that with light makeup. This is how much I've used in 2 weeks. So although one of the cons might be the price, guess what? It turned into a pro because you don't need that much. I'm heavy-handed and I still have that much left after 2 weeks every single night, not a miss. We're really good here. I'm excited to show you guys exactly how I use it because you have to take your time. And I have a wedding I'm preparing for, my own. So I'm trying to get my skin as clear as possible. For me, the focus is hydration, 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 preventing that textured skin. The clogged pores gotta go, and dark spots and hyperpigmentation gots to go. Yes, I know I'm causing a lot of it. But I'm also improving a lot of it using this toner pad right here. It impressed me so much. Let's start with my con because it's a really short list. I do not like the packaging compared to my Mediheal toner pads. Packaging, literally just the packaging, it was able to keep it really clean. I think it was just a bit deeper. This either has too much access product or just something about it allows the product, if shaken or dropped, it seeps out along the side. So along this side right here, you can't really notice it in this lighting, but it's a little slippery, a little messy because the product is seeping out. And I really, really like that it has so much excess product, and I'll explain why in a second. But in terms of packaging, there's something that is causing it to be messy. And I'm already a clumsy person, so I'm bound to drop the box. I'm bound to do things. It doesn't pop open. It's still sturdy. I'll give it that. But yeah, just a bit messy. Anyways, a pro about the packaging, I love that they put these tongs in here It makes it so easy. They're really good tongs. I'm able to grab my pad with complete ease. It is a lot of Access product. You can't really see it right now, but listen, these pads are super soaked through, and they're gonna stay like that for as long as I'm using them, because not only does the pad itself hold a lot of product, but there's Access, so it's just, you know, making sure that it's all moist and ready to go and be used. The thinness of these pads are awesome. The jelly side is generally like, it just has a distinct texture. These are not as thin as the Hill toner pads, but it's not super thick where it's clumpy on the face or falling off. I'll show you guys in my demo. Look, but I could do the shake with the pad and it does not fall off. Perfectly thin enough, but thick enough. The texture side is not rough, but I do prefer to use the thinner side as a mask. That was my go-to throughout this entire month. If I used the texture side, it was more because I irritated my skin and just wanted to make sure I got the dead skin cells away. That's just my logic. It has like a little jelliness to it that I really enjoy. And I really recommend that you leave it on for 3 to 5 minutes every night. I swear that this area right here only looks as, even though you might consider this bad, I consider this really good for the way I be attacking my skin. And I feel like it only looks like that because I took my time. Anytime I was picking and poking at the skin, to leave the pad sitting there, let it seep into my skin. All the little vitamins and niacinamide and extra nutrients that the pad got, I let seep in, okay? Look at the skin. This is how we started. This is how I started looking around that 1 week mark, 2 week mark. By 3 weeks, you couldn't tell me nothing. Look at how my skin looks with makeup on. Very light layer, no texture. I genuinely didn't realize what the toner pad was doing for my texture. Yes, it was brightening my skin, so on a natural day I feel even more confident. These dark spots I've been dealing with, especially on this cheek, you can see how much it has improved in tone. But also, do you see a bounciness to my skin? I think my skin is looking healthier and smoother, and I make sure to keep a super hydrating routine while using this, but this makes a big difference. Here's what I will also say. It's just a brightening antioxidant pad, but I have only been using this at night. Both of these actually have only been used at night. I think it just works really good for my routine. I have a toner in the morning that I prefer because it's the Round Lab toner. Watch the review. Real quick, sidebar. That Round Lab toner set the tone for my texture. That's starting to get it out the way. Then making sure I'm using a cleansing oil. It helps that it's unscented, just really working it in, something that's not irritating or adding to the problem. I really want to highlight that toner as what started this. I'm not giving all of the credit to this. I just am impressed with how much this has helped me prevent the issue, keep it away. This though, use it as a mask. You can use it really quick as a toner. I don't foresee myself switching to using it day and night. I think it is perfect the way it is, just at night. Really quick, if you made this far, I hope you like and subscribe, because you're already vibing with your girl. On this channel, we care about having glowing skin and growing our hair, all at an affordable price. So if that's something that you are interested in, go ahead and comment down below mango, so I know that you made it this far. I freaking love mangoes, and I want to show you so much appreciation. Don't forget to watch the ads. It helps me continue to bring these reviews to you guys, so I appreciate you. Keep watching, because I need to show you guys exactly how I've been using these products. Okay, so we pin back the hair. I got my little wristbands on to wash my hair. I think that 1 through 5 is non-negotiables. You sticking with me. 6, which is moisturizing. I alternate my moisturizer a lot. You can freestyle at that point. But 1 through 5, we here, okay? Excuse the lighting. It just decided to be super sunny out of nowhere. Jumping right in. I'm very clumsy. This is why I choose to apply the oil directly on the skin. That wasn't even a full press down and got the whole face. You see what I mean? You really do not need a lot at all. I'm trying to remind myself of that. Typically, I just want to do pump and pump. No. One pump, one barely there pump is going to get you the whole way through. Here's the thing. For this step, you need to do this for at least a minute. I want you sitting here nicely rubbing it into your skin, and any textured pieces or problem areas, mine are my cheeks to this side chin area, really rub it in. Some people claim that you should be able to feel that skin rubbing off, especially in the beginning, the more you oil cleanse. I don't recall really feeling that unless I was using a retinol or something already. Well, I don't know, you have your experience. But for sure, taking my time with this cleansing oil, really working it in, made the biggest difference. Okay, so I hit the 1 minute mark. I wet my hands and take my wet hand and emulsify. This is a step that people mess up a lot. Make sure that this oil is being broken down by the water. You need it to get milky, to make sure that it's actually coming off of your skin. Jumping into the next cleanser is great and all, but if you don't actually remove all of the oil off of your face, you're gonna actually harm the skin, clog the skin, make everything worse. So take your time really rubbing the oil in, and then take your time breaking down the oil with some water. Emulsify, emulsify. I just like to keep rinsing it off with my hands. Then you follow up with your cleanser. If you're not new here, you know what this is. The HaruHaru Advanced Numbuzin Cleanser. Oh yeah. Get that in there. It's another thing you should be doing for a minute. And here you have it. This is how the cleansing oil straight into my gel cleanser has left my skin. Do you see how my skin looks clean? Because trust me, it feels clean. It doesn't have any residue or film left on it. It is just nice and clean. Naturally, I let my skin dry down just a bit. I have been lazy and done this on wet skin, but it's time for the Numbuzin pads. Go ahead and open it up. Grab your tongs. Always use tongs. We want to keep the product very clean and non-contaminated. Again, I showed this in the very first review, but the texture side is noticeable versus the jelly side, and I feel like the jelly smooth side is what really holds the product straight onto the skin. Do you see how it just kind of laid down? You press it down to get the air bubbles out. Doop, 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 doop. Not gonna fall off. And you put your tongs right back in there, love, and you boom. You want the pads to stay moisturized, the tongs to stay clean, and it's just that easy. And you put your stuff aside, and I want you to stay like this for 3 minutes. I use the gel, just to repeat, I'm using the jelly side flat onto my face and laying it down in my problem areas. Just let it sit, rock out. You can do whatever you need. Go fold your laundry that's sitting on that chair. All you need is 3 to 5 minutes. That's all I'm asking you for, to just let it sit. But here's the thing. It's still gonna have a lot of product left on it. It is so incredible. You're gonna be able to get your entire face down to your neck. So you wanna take this, but you're gonna be able to get your whole face and neck. I do not wipe my eyes with it. If it like slightly drags on it, sure, but I don't actually go on the lid, nor really under my eye. I get close to it, so product is definitely touching it, and I smooth the product up there, but I don't just drag the pad across. I just have it, I don't know. If you would like to, if your skin can handle it, I feel like that over usage of the exfoliating side definitely dries out the skin, makes it flaky, makes it rough, so I don't do it much. I feel like my skin has stayed good and reacted really well and looks glowy because I follow up with a hydrating toner or essence. Both of these just has me on juicy juice. They're gentle, they mix really well, they layer well. I think both are good additions. This is the Tony Moly Wonder Mochi Toner here, and this is the Pyunkang Yo, excuse the way that this paper looks, but this is the Pyunkang Yo Essence Toner. I have alternated which way I apply them. Technically it's toner and then essence, whatever you want. Maybe you use the Numbuzin from HaruHaru, whatever you choose to, just get something, hyaluronic acid, whatever you choose. Just get something that's gonna really get deep into the skin and help maintain this bouncy plumpness that's going on. I alternate, I use both, genuinely whatever you want to do. My routine goes from thinnest to thickest in application. So I actually do the essence first because compared to the Tony Moly toner, Tony Moly is actually thicker. So we applied, this is the Pyunkang Yo, and on the wet essence, I just applied the Tony Moly right on top. This part I definitely like to give my eyes, give it as much hydration as possible. It looks a little wet, but I'm telling you, watch it dry down. Watch it dry down. You know, up to you if you're using an essence or a toner, but this step Big difference for me in the hydration and just bounciness to the skin. Because while this is gentle and hydrating, Tony Moly it has ceramides and it's incredibly nourishing. And when you mix those two together, you're bound to get bouncy glowing skin, right? So that's my routine. That's been my answer. That's been the go-to. I want this to dry down a bit, and then we get into the serums, and I actually only have one serum that I'm using right now. I might incorporate another one soon. But yeah, dry down, and then we go into serums. If I'm feeling lazy, I don't even let it fully dry down. We're gonna go on with the Topicals Brightening and Clearing Serum. This thing is fire. I have officially reached every other day, y'all. I apply this thing. Someone recently recommended that on retinol nights, because you can't mix it with retinols. They recommend morning, that I use it in the morning. And I didn't even think of that. I don't think that there's really a smell at all. Oh, look at how juicy my skin is looking. Come on now. This is why I had to put y'all onto this routine, because it's too good. This has been it. I'll move on to moisturizer. But if I'm breaking out, I use the Murad Deep Relief Acne Treatment. I'm gonna apply a little right here so you guys can see, but shake it up. Grab a Q-tip and apply a thin layer. This isn't even open anymore. It's actually more irritated, but this definitely gets all the gunk that's deep in there out. Any irritating bumps that you're dealing with, you can apply this. This serum, give it some time to fully dry down before you step in with your moisturizer. I'm going to be using the Aven Cicaplate Hydrating Skin Recovery Emulsion. Very deeply nourishing, and it helps protect the skin's barrier. It is not a favorite. I actually am still looking at interacting with different options. The thicker the moisturizer, the better for me personally. I like going to bed like a honey bun and really letting my skin be covered and deeply getting that work in overnight, okay? You already recover while you sleep, so why not add some help with a good moisturizer? Here it is applies. It may not be deep enough, but it's definitely moisturizing and helps protect the skin's barrier. I'm constantly looking for a new moisturizer. I might have to go back to my Walita Skin Food, because that type of moisture was no joke. But there you go. That's the routine. What do you think? Lock in. Think y'all see that glow and that plumpness and that juiciness, and this is why you gotta try it. Either way, get this or the toner pad. I wanted to show y'all in the sunlight how my skin coming though. See that? This is the result you'll get. I cannot wait to even out my skin tone and get rid of these marks. I'm gonna give myself a challenge. Maybe we should do a challenge together. Should we stop picking and nipping at our skin? I don't know what the prize will be, but I'm gonna work on that. I'm gonna think about it, because I need to stop. The overall glow though, healthy. Try the products. Let me know what you think and if you have any questions.